Are you about to say your granny's wearing sliders?
Science. No, my granny was wearing high heels once.
Oh, dangerous mistake.
And she was driving, her partner's Jag, which is super fancy at the time. And the shoe got caught under the thing. No, what am I talking? I'm telling two different stories here. No, this is actually two different stories. She one time got her foot stuck under it, and it was like Speed, the movie, where the accelerator was jammed down.
Yeah.
And
Jesus Christ.
And she just had to like fucking keep going until it ran out of fuel or something. Oh. That was one story.
That sounds like the most anxious lap of all time.
Just with your fucking height.
Was there no traffic lights in these days?
I don't know. I think she managed to like sort it out eventually. But the other story was she had a flat tire in this Jag, and by the way, this sounds like me talking about my wealthy family. She married into it, but she got a flat tire in this, right? And drove, and she was like, "Oh, I'll get to the garage here," and just kept rolling on this this wheel.
Yeah.
And just fucked the whole wheel up, and then pulled into the thing like, "Can you fix the tire?" And the guy's like, "There's no wheel left." And obviously, like, the stock wheels for a Jag, you can't just buy like any. You can buy any alloys, but look like shit. So you have to get the proper Jag ones. It costs a fortune. Welcome to the General Banter Podcast. My guests today, Aaron and Tim, the Dirt Civilians.
How are you?
How are we?
We could have. This is like us starting a second podcast. We've talked some shite so far. Here, I'm gonna do a read.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do this? This is very important. Truth bomb.
I have no headphones on.
I was very confused.
Oh, you see, you're missing
I
out.
was really confused.
I thought you were just rolling with the punches there.
We've got a charity read this week. Someone reached out from Anthony Nolan. Aware of that?
No. Educate me.
They research into blood cancers and stem cell
I feel
research.
like I've seen it on Instagram stories. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so this is the read. Time now to tell you about the latest partner on General Banter, Anthony Nolan. COVID.
I telegraphed it, don't worry.
They're the UK charity. They make life-saving connections between people with blood cancer and incredible strangers ready to donate their stem cells. And obviously with lockdown and the pandemic, you've heard of that. Yeah. They need our help more than ever. They currently save 3 lives a day.
That's impressive.
It's numbers on the boards.
Bono. They need as many donors. Shut up. They need as many. You're involved in this. I'm making you do it before you leave. They need as many donors as possible. Even under current government restrictions. I said denial earlier. This is like a prison letter. Look how small that is.
That's so small. I'm like, that's impressive.
I'm blind, man. You can still become a potential lifesaver. All you need to do is join the Anthony Nolan Stem Cell Register. You might be a perfect genetic match for a patient with blood cancer. And all you do is you register and they send you one of them things. You rub it in your mouth and put it in and just send it back and then just wait at home.
Nice.
Just call in sick to work, just wait at home, and then eventually they'll be like, "Do you feel like a hero today? Come on in."
Nice.
Do you know how they get stem cells?
No.
They put this thing up your asshole.
Okay.
Fully believe me there for a second. No, they just take your blood. You'd be glad to hear.
I knew there was going to be like a wraparound somewhere, and I was like, where does it come out of?
No, they fully...
Two different kits.
You basically just give blood. There are loads of myths and misunderstandings.
You wouldn't want anything to put my ass after the last podcast?
No, well.
What, we give you something?
Yeah.
Whose ass did this come from? Aaron's. Let me die.
There's no stems, man.
No. They're all dead.
No stems, no sticks, no seed. Anthony Nolan needs your help more than ever. Yeah, so register anthonynolan.org/general banter.
Oh, well, get on it.
Got my own links.
Personalised link there.
As I was saying, they're monitoring the numbers in case they're shite, and then they're like, Hollywood. It's alright. anthonynolan.org/general banter. That's what you do. Just wipe your mouth and send it back. We're also sponsored by Manscaped. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. We're just being serious about medical things for a minute. But here, if you also want to shave your bollocks.
Yeah. You want to give some stem cells? You want to shave them pubes?
Yeah.
That's a hero's way.
I've actually.
You guys are missing all these sound
I've been
effects.
thinking of getting a Manscaped for a while. I will.
Really?
I will. Yeah.
Do you want that one?
Just clean things up. Nah.
It's only been used once.
On you?
Who do you think?
I thought Niall was maybe at it.
Walk. Yeah. So as soon as I have to leave early, I'm
like
under.
Narog.
I'm
Have you
away
seen
here.
the man's beard?
Yeah.
Sharp.
His balls are like that too. He's like, you only shave up. You only shave up to a certain point. I love the way he's like, what's the rule about shaving? You're not allowed to shave.
Well, don't chat to me, but like I heard.
Me and you both have like like a trans beard.
Yeah, when you put your finger in
hair.
here, apparently you're only supposed to go to like
But
your
why
finger
is that?
stops. It's just a guy on YouTube told me.
Yeah.
So it's just supposed to be this line here.
3 times you've said that since you got here. A thing on YouTube I was watching.
Well, I do get all my knowledge from podcasts and YouTube.
Everything he says of it is like, I was listening to a podcast this week and they said this.
I walk a lot and I consume a lot of podcasts, so yeah, my brain's taken over by
I like
other
that, though.
people. Other
Educate
people's
yourself.
thoughts. Yeah.
I might start a fitness coaching business. Right?
Nice, yeah.
For people who don't have time to do any fitness or any well-being.
Okay.
Because I've witnessed that myself in the last year, where people like yourself and other people are, they're like, man, it's all about self-improvement and whatever. You got to get up and take an ice bath.
Getting up's the first step.
And
to be honest.
Just get your morning routine, meditate, listen to a full fucking book cover to cover, and then walk 9 miles and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there like, with like shredded weight.
Yeah.
In my eye.
Yeah. Farley's rusks.
Just going nuts, going like, oh, wouldn't it be fucking lovely to be like doing a wee fucking I never said manscaped. What do you call it? The mindfulness one? Doing a wee manscaped, doing a wee calm app, you know what I mean?
Oh, the calm app.
We did affirmations the other day.
Yeah, we did.
The podcast. We were both sleeping. We were like, this is going to be a terrible podcast.
We got charged up.
Got on some affirmations. Yeah.
Fuck, where'd you get that?
I am abundant. I am a great podcaster.
You looked it up on YouTube. It's just like powerful affirmations.
Yeah, it was like affirmations for energy. Could have just got Lucas it. Would have done the same thing.
Quite hard to find.
But energy affirmations?
Yeah, because we were really struggling. So there's a niche for someone.
Tell you what, those are con men. Whoever's making those things and making YouTube money ad revenue off those.
It's like life coaches. I see Shane's on the life coach hype at the minute, trying to like put out that life coach vibe.
And in this day and age, is it real or is it not?
Yeah, well, it is one of them things that in this day and age you could look at it and go, I don't know if Shane's being serious or not.
Yeah.
Because you could probably get away with.
What if he did a hard laugh and just started life coaching?
Well, yeah.
There's a guy someone told me to follow, and he's a Scottish guy, and he's like a no-nonsense life coach, and he's fucking inaudible. He's like, hey, you guys said to me getting a beat, man. Fucking keep quiet, you fucking... No, I mean being soft to me. I mean fucking soft, you fucking fanny. Like... And he's walking his dog, and he's walking through, like, not even nice wood, like a wasteland, like he's just buried a body. Get the fuck out of here, man, you lazy cunt, fucking.
But see, he's just targeted another niche where it's like.
But you know what he has? Jail energy.
Yeah.
Like.
That's what you want.
Every fucking day, man. I'm not inside getting rid of the arse, man. Let's walk a dog. I like it. But yeah, there's a ton of fucking people. I mean, you gotta trust your sources, don't you? Because you see some people out there and you're just like, this seems like a load of internet shite.
Yeah. There's a lot of people doing all kinds of coaching now.
Because you're out walking, you're being like, get your steps, do your thing, and then you're like,
the miles in.
You're also doing all those things.
Yes, I would never tell someone to walk and me not be walking.
No, most of the times you say to walk, it's a video of you walking.
Yeah, exactly.
So the proof's in the pudding.
That would be hypocritical of me. Walking's the pretty basic.
Is it gonna be like the Joe Biden thing where someone watches it back and like, Tim's on a green screen? You know what I mean? It'd be like he just walked through a shape.
The Joe Biden experience.
That would be more.
Did you see that? We was talking and like his hand went in front of the fucking dead cat microphone.
No, what was that?
Where was he supposed to be? Where was the green
screen? At like a press conference, but say like
Joe Biden's on like a Zoom call, just putting up like pictures of obsolete pubs.
Say, right, I'm gonna do this. Say you were holding the microphone pointing at me, right? And he's talking. But you're there, so the camera that's behind you should see my hand behind this. But he goes like this, and it just goes straight through it, like it's on green screen,
right?
And everybody was like, "Oh, this is fake." I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was fake.
Did you see the deep fakes of was it Tom Cruise? Some guy put like Tom Cruise's face on his.
Oh yeah,
he's like a TikToker.
Yeah, TikToker guy. Yeah,
terrifying.
Seen that?
Did you see Biden falling down the steps?
Seen that?
No.
Up the steps?
Is he
up the steps?
Yeah, up
is
the
he
steps?
dead?
No, he didn't die.
Biden looks like a man that a stair fall would be the same as like getting a bullet to the heart.
It's funny electing someone that's like looks nearly dead.
Yeah,
it's a risky move, but let's see if it pays off.
Biden, and what do you call the other guy that's old, looks dead, but he's not dead yet?
Trump?
No.
Prince Philip?
The other one, Prince Philip is 170. I swear.
Can you see this?
Look.
Boom.
Oh my face.
Boom.
There's butter on them steps, but.
Oh Jesus! This is killing him. Look, this is killing him. Killing him.
I guarantee his shin is in bits. He hit his shin,
and he's 80, so I bet they just lifted the skin off it.
That's like a leak you've been framed.
He stayed professional though.
Look, he does the fucking salute, and then he just gets in there and just falls over. And Kathy, get me the fucking ice.
That was right before he sent the bombs to Syria. He had to express that anger somewhere. It's like when you step in a plug and you shit at your girlfriend.
He had a bit of pins and needles in his leg from like sitting at the screen. You can't even hear that.
Yeah.
I saw a Spotify playlist the other day that was like beats so hefty they could kill Prince Philip on the spot.
It wouldn't take much. It would be lo-fi beats would kill him.
You could throw yogurt at that man, it would kill him probably. A good patty faloo right to his face.
He looks like a corpse.
Done.
He looks like a corpse.
Yeah, he doesn't look well. Like,
I mean, he's 100. Like
he needs to get steps in him. That's the issue.
No, he doesn't.
He's being negative.
He needs to relax. and just enjoy the rest of
These
his
are the
life.
affirmations.
Yeah, he looks very old. And I'm talking over 100. Very old.
He doesn't look a day over dead. No. I'd be worried at that age you just sneeze and like your fucking like torso would open. You know what I mean? And it's just handfuls of guts.
He looks like the operation came out.
He wears that suit. It's all like metal. He just opens it up. And it's just all his guts just there at the bottom.
It looks like if he had a heart attack, he would go and reach in and like.
It's just a wee off switch, like in
There we go. He has a button on it. Puts the button back
He's had
on.
so many heart attacks. He just like switches, just flicks the switch.
Mocking the old.
He looks like something. No, he looks like the thing out of Mars Attack. Do you know that? Yeah, the thing. He looks like that.
What a
no
reference.
offense to him. Like,
Was he a bad bastard in his day?
the guy from Mars Attack?
No, known
Prince
racist.
Philip.
Known racist.
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Well,
The only,
then
the only thing keeping him alive. We can't let him blacks in his family. You know, the ginger one who slipped through the net, he could have ended up in the basement.
The blacks will win.
And we let him live, and he's only got to marry the black. For fuck's sake!
Is she going for an underground tunnel anytime soon?
Oh my days.
Fancy a drive on Sunday.
We'll take the scenic route.
Yeah, he doesn't care if he dies.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Prince Philip would be the ultimate suicide bomber because you're like, well, you're about to go anyway, so might as well go out with a bang.
We'll give it the Phil.
He wouldn't have the strength to hit the button. I'm ready to die. Hit this button, please.
Can we put a lax in it?
Yeah, there's some wee Indian slave. Just he just hits the wall like a fucking bolognese.
Oh my days.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's some pup though. He's fucking rolling around those fucking whips though. Every time he crashes a car, you're like, bro, not the Range Rover SVR. Jesus Christ, man.
How's he still driving? Like, how is that man still driving? Let someone drive him around. It doesn't make
I
sense.
know you're the guy that gets driven. You know that's your job.
I think it's all for
He is
show.
not driving.
And he's
It's
like,
all for show.
no,
It's
black
all for
tab.
show. He's got like a learner car, and there's a wee guy down the footwell the other side driving. 100%.
Is he actually driving?
He's driving.
That's
well, maybe not
ridiculous.
now, but he was driving a year ago. And he
If
was
I
still
see
a
anyone
old man.
over the age of 60 driving, I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. I just agreed with you there.
This is
but
a
yeah.
hazard.
Yeah.
No, my great granny, I can remember her driving. She had an old like baby blue Fiesta, which you could have got into it with a 10 opener. But if she said clear, it meant that sort of she was safe, and it was absolutely not clear. Do you know what I mean? She would just the thing like I'm pretty sure the car had like 4 gears. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
She'd be like, and she would just go clear, 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 and you're like not clear. Cars just swerving around up the curb and all. This is back in the day when. Do you not say your mom doesn't have a driving license, but she drives?
Man, come on. No. God damn, you're going to get backs locked up.
Yeah, that's false news. That's
No,
right.
she drives proficiently and legally.
Yeah.
Only drives when she needs to. We get her the bread.
She stays on the curbs.
You're going to cuff that one up for going to Super Value to get nutty crust from me? You're a piece of shit.
Here, tell her to get her steps in. No, man.
Has to be done.
Well, she's also got arthritis, so you
Yeah.
know, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I've convinced myself I've got that this week, by the way.
I might have it in my hip. I could fucking rack my hip.
Are you a hypochondriac at all?
No, I'm the
No?
opposite. I'm like, it's grand, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like hanging on by a string.
Plow on until it falls off.
I see. I'm a hypochondriac, but I also hate going to the doctors. So it's like the worst combination because I'm constantly stressed. But I'm like, I'm never going to sort this out.
What's wrong with this week?
Arthritis?
Where?
Like my fingers feel stuck.
It hasn't
and I'm
been
like,
more
this
than
is-
it's
this
been
is
more than a
100%
week.
Arthritis.
Yeah, it's been more than a week.
I've been opening up to everyone about it.
Yeah.
Looking up arthritis
What is
keyboards
stiff
from Mac.
I hurt my finger yesterday.
Just
It's
like
not arthritis.
just like stiff chubby sausage fingers. Like
You struggle to grip.
What is stiff? Like you can't grip? Like is that? Or it's just
like
like,
you just feel your fingers being like, no, I can grip all
hate
fine
when I
and
feel
shit,
my
but
fingers,
you know,
man.
like whenever you
it's probably
like,
after 14 months of hauling the pipe off yourself in a bunk bed.
Well, it probably is that, like, you know, that wanking I was doing where it was like us here in the pods. That's
Yes,
probably
the
fucked up a
clapping.
joint or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
I should get cod liver oil tablets.
You have to like open it up after every time. It's just that could be arthritis, to be fair. Brought on by
If I got arthritis through wanking, that'd be such a
I still don't
A cool
quite,
story, but
quite
bizarre.
grasp that,
Yeah.
that technique. You might have to get you demonstrating the cock later. I would give up on that so quick. I'd be like, guys, fucking earmuffs. And just glip it on the top of the fucking bunk bed. You know what I'm saying?
I did have.
that's a big shot
I'm sitting on a
on the top of
beanbag.
the bunk bed.
No, he's in a pod. He's in a coffin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like right there.
here.
You could drip that out.
Yeah.
Could you touch it with your dick? Like if you...
No,
Yeah, go
my
on.
dick is not that impressive.
When soft, very unimpressive.
Flaccid? Cold Boulevard. And Dick's disgusting flaccid.
It's disgusting.
I've never seen a hot flaccid dick.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at someone's flaccid dick and be like,
I haven't, to be fair. I haven't. But yeah, no, a cold Boulevard, every time you say that, it creeps me out. Yeah. I've never seen your dick.
You have for trousers. I showed you the other day. You nearly crashed the car.
Yeah. He just went, Tim, I'm hard. And I looked.
Whoa, explain the context.
Sorry. Yeah, what was the context?
I can't remember. We were talking about something that was funny and it was a bit, and then you nearly swerved.
No, but you're hard all the time. But we were talking about something and you were like, Tim,
it happens a lot in your car, but
it does. Yeah. We podcast in the car. We get hard in the car. It's a good time.
We get hard in the car and cast in the car.
But you just went, Tim, I'm hard. And I thought you were joking. And I looked over, there's a full-on mound. And I was like, I was nearly straight into Spar. I'm not walking. I nearly drove in.
What set that off?
It was like,
because everybody, everyone.
But he's hard a lot. You're hard. You're turds a lot of the time.
Listen, I'm not one of those guys that would, like a real lad's lad who's always getting his piece out. Yeah, that's not me.
No, you don't get that. You just concede.
Act like a waste man.
Yes,
but that exact scenario, I was like, this would be a funny bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't find it funny at all.
It was free track. He's like,
but here's what I'd like to know.
If you would have got your dick out and showed it to me,
I would never have done that.
Yeah, that would have been. I would have been like, you
need
need help.
Never.
Arthritis is the least.
How did that come about though? Because everyone would sit there on Instagram and be like, oh fuck, you get rid and Jesus Christ, no, but you wouldn't be like full pumped up like.
Oh no, it takes no effort. Like
a good podcast. And
I can speak my dick and I can manifest a boner right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's weird, I guess.
Because the scenario would affect. I feel like if someone sucked me off right now, I couldn't get a hard on staring at you two cunts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but it was just there, and I was like, yeah, fair play. I never want to see that again. Yeah. But
he still, it doesn't go away immediately. He's just
no, it's still there. So I guess you kind of just tucked it down a wee bit.
No, I actually managed to laugh at Flaccid. Like we laughed at her, and it immediately went off.
Yeah.
Go see Aaron's new show, Ulster Hall. Laugh at Flaccid.
It'll take a long time. That'll be like a 12-hour show because it would take a long time to get you flaccid. You're hard all the time.
Man, I stay hard.
You're a trooper. I'll give you that. Man doesn't need Viagra. That's one key. That's one thing we know. You're just hard all the time.
The thing is, I wonder, did you inherit that from one part of your family? I bet you, I wonder later, is your mom going to be like, your dad was stiff as a cobra from 1954 right through to 1999?
I mean, the guy shot 6 weigh-ins, through the ring.
Yeah.
And he had made, Prince Philip.
And just when you thought he was out of the game, boom! Still got it, baby.
Yeah, came back in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. 15 years later. It's like a fucking one of those redemption movies. Just when they thought they counted him out. It's like, guess who's back?
Ric Flair last year's WrestleMania.
Your dad just takes his glasses off dead slow. And it's just a silhouette with the sun behind him, hard on.
I swear to God, on that topic, one of the funniest things my dad ever said was my brother was like, he was talking about me, the fact I was in an accident. He's like, fucking hell, you knocked out a sixth on it, whatever age. And my dad turned around, dead serious, pointed right at my brother and went, don't you forget, son, your dad's one of the most rootinest, tootinest, shootinest cocks in Tyrone. I'll never forget that.
And it's obviously been passed on. But you haven't used it yet?
Nah, I used it twice. That's it.
It's a disappointment. Did anybody say bars after he said that? Rootinest,
I thought it in my head.
Shootinest?
It sounded like a Ric Flair promo, honestly.
Yeah.
Rootinest, tootinest, shootinest, cock and Tyrone.
Nicholas?
Aye, Nicholas.
That's such a Nicholas. That's such a Nicholas line, man.
He loves it.
Tootinest.
But only Tyrone.
Yeah.
You go to Derry.
The hang doesn't work.
He was speaking to Seamus if you're looking at the rootinest, tootinest cock in Derry.
Hard to draw a root in Derry.
I think it's the climate, maybe. The
high altitude up there.
It's the thinner. You have to tie it off up there.
If anyone can get a root in Derry's you, we'll test it. We'll drive to it.
That sea air? Fucking hell.
The sea air's good for it, man.
Brazen for it?
It is probably genetic now that I think about it. I've been thinking about it and I was like, it is probably genetic. But here's not a bad thing.
Nah, it's not.
It's also not a good thing. And you've got arthritis now, so good combination.
Well, I got that from my ma.
All right, okay. Yeah.
Time we went to America, we were going through customs and they had to do the wee fingerprint. And my ma couldn't put her finger. She's like that guy in a scary movie. Put her finger down. And he's like, ma'am, please put your full. And she's like, I can't, love of her.
Take my strong hand. The scary movie guy stirring the soup. Oh, yeah.
Then you took her in for
question. Just goes up, presses his dick in the egg. There we are.
This is the print for all of us.
Big fat thumb for you.
Yeah, let me into the land of the free.
Did I say I'm sitting on a beanbag yet? We ran out of chairs here at General Banter Productions, and I'm sitting on a beanbag.
Very nice you to pass the chairs to us. I feel bad.
Literally,
these beanbags are for outdoor, so they're waterproof, so they're very warm. So when I stand up, it's going to look like I've pissed myself.
Waterproof beanbags.
Yeah.
What a time we're living in.
For outdoor.
I'd say when it rains.
Did you do anything for St. Paddy's Day?
Most, like, by far boringest.
We recorded a podcast, yeah.
Huh?
That's pretty much it. And then we talked about our best St. Paddy's Days, and I was like, mine have never been exciting.
Yeah, you were like, we were like throwing a rugby ball and something.
And it said Ireland on it. And I was like, yeah, that was my St. Paddy's Day. That was my St. Paddy's Day in England. It was like everyone else, because English people really take it seriously. And I guess I haven't been out in Belfast. Like you were saying, you went to uni in Belfast.
Take St. Paddy's Day seriously?
Yeah, like English people really like love like throwing themselves into it. Guinness hats, Irish rugby balls.
Some Americans, they're like drinking the green beer.
Yeah.
And they're like, does this remind you of home? And I'm like, nobody drinks a green beer back home.
Yeah. Not at all. I do like a Guinness on St. Paddy's Day, but I didn't have one this year.
It's a true patron saint.
What about you? Did you?
I got hammered the day before, just to be awkward about it.
What were you drinking? That's such a you thing to do.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm just gonna go now.
Couldn't hold my piss. No, well, we pulled out the Surger, we get the flat tins of Guinness.
Have you seen this? The thing that makes the Guinness fucking look like it's poured fresh.
So they used to.
Oh, the shaky thing?
Yeah.
Where did someone put that in the story or something? Or?
Did you send it to...
Maybe you should.
Every company was doing it for St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah.
But the technology is like an ultrasonic thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The same technology is in a jewellery cleaner. So instead of buying the £300 Guinness one,
yes,
you buy the 30 quid jewellery cleaner and you set the pint in it and it goes and then fills up like a fluffy pint.
What's that doing?
Not worth it.
Yeah. What's that doing to the pint?
It's giving it like the
air bubbles around it.
The fine sort of
crema.
Yeah, for want of a better.
That's the only word I could get. Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah,
because if you pour a can in, it goes all foamy and shite. This stays thin.
Yes,
like a real pint.
Yes.
But unless you're like a super Guinness fan, I was just like, well, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
This is gonna make my asshole sore. This is gonna make my asshole sore.
Yeah.
As long as it's not terrible. Have you seen Shite Pints Guinness, that Instagram page? It's pretty funny.
There's a full page.
There's a full page. Some of them are like people have been shot for less.
Because the one key is that you're supposed to let it settle.
Yeah.
That is the one. Like that's a cardinal sin if you don't do that.
They just fill it right up to the top immediately, and then it's like fucking like this.
Yeah.
Got a good head.
Yeah.
That's what you do with some of those English eels. Just fucking wank it right into the cup, like, and it's pissing all over the place.
English eel, Yorkshire pale. You ever had that? Yorkshire pale ale, real nice.
Yeah,
real nice.
There's loads of Maureen's family are from some right up north. And we've been over there at some pubs.
Yeah,
but it's mad because they're so like thick. Like Guinness is very like filling.
Oh yeah.
You're shoveling these pints into you and you're like, you're fucking gonna shit yourself, and then you read it and it's like, oh, this is like 2.1% volume, and you're like, what's the fucking point?
You're eating anything with Guinness?
No.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, it's a meal in itself.
I remember one time at Dilly's, actually the first ever pint of Guinness I had was Mickey was like buying around and he's like, what do you want? And I was just like, I'll literally have whatever you're taking.
Whatever, yeah.
And he bought me a pint of Guinness, but we were also eating Keezy's Granny's famous sausage rolls.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
See those two concoctions mixing?
Not good.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Terrible.
It's only that's the only reason I would take a gig in Oma.
For the sausage rolls?
Keezy's granny would make, and he goes, the secret is, and I leaned in like he was about to give me the
I don't
fucking
know
nuclear codes, and then he
granny.
goes, she puts red and brown sauce on it, and I went, oh.
What, on it?
In the
mixture?
In the meat.
Oh right, okay.
They were fucking tasty though.
It's a family secret.
Never heard of that.
Do you remember Tom Binns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hospital DJ.
He was in there, and
Hospital DJ.
we all.
It's like a character.
Oh right, okay.
He does two characters. He does like a site. We turned up, and he was on the phone. This is the whole before the gig. He's on my ancient nice guy, and he's talking. He's probably fake phone call, like he's talking away, yeah, blah blah. And he just kept eating these sausage rolls, and he'd be like, yeah, and he would lap the room, and then come back and be like, yeah, and just keep eating. But for like an hour and 45 minutes, he's on the fucking phone, and then be like, all right, gotta go. Boop, eats one more, and he'd had like 15 of them.
Yeah,
and then put the wig on and went on stage, and no one had spoke to him the whole time in the green room. And he's like, all right, gotta go.
Whatever gets you going, like I remember seeing Tony Law like lose his mind in Dilly's one time.
That was he still drinking at the time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or no, he just came off it, I think.
But wild.
Which is a tough pill to swallow. Like, if you've been like a fucking sesh dragon for a couple of years.
Because he's hilarious. Like,
he's so funny.
And
like,
the drink definitely knocked the edge off him. Like,
yeah.
But Daly's would be the sort of place where if I had like 10 years sobriety and I walked into it, I'd be like, well, here's where I throw it all away.
Yeah, yeah. Daly's is a good spot. Whenever I went to watch comedy there for the first time, probably.
The comedy makes it a good spot, but if you go down to the bar,
I've never been. I just walked through the bar to get upstairs. Yeah.
Well, the bar's cool too. Actually, if everyone's there and drinking, it's good crack. Like, Sean Daly's an absolute saint.
Oh yeah, he's a nice man. Is that the guy bringing us all the pints out there?
Yeah.
People, have you seen the hits on that podcast?
Of the Daly's one? No,
loads.
Is this the one that's on YouTube?
It's
with you, Mickey, and
but like people must go rewatch it all the time.
My YouTube has been covered in your vlogs recently. I must have watched.
Great vlogs.
Yeah, great.
They are. I need to do a lot more.
I seen one of the 5-minute one. You're running up a hill on a beach.
Yeah. How fat was I there? Fat as fuck, man.
Man,
not much better now, but it was fat as shit, bro.
I actually watched a vlog.
Like a bulldog running up a fucking hill.
How hard is it running up a sandy hill?
Well, the last time I'd done it,
I could tell you backed yourself there at the start, and you were like,
the last time I'd done it before, I was like, that's not bad. And then, obviously you're like, I've done this before, and then there's 8 years of fucking pints in between it, and you go again, you're like, my heart. I don't think my heart rate came down for about fucking 2 hours after that.
There's a cut in the middle of the shot. I was like, is he going to do this in one swoop? There's a cut, and then you're at the top, and I was like, wonder how long that
you know my problem is though, I have like a large body, and then my legs taper down like a Shetland pony. So there's a lot of weight going through a wee point. You know what I mean? Not good for sand, not built for sand, guys.
Not built for sand.
Your man used to do them hills. What do you call the rower? Campbell, one of the Olympic rowers, one of the many Olympic rowers that rowed for Northern Ireland or rowed for Britain. He used to run them hills.
I was about to say, is that the term? Rode, as in like I rode a bike? But they're like, rowing?
No, rode like on the water.
We're learning.
He used to run them hills every single day. That was his training.
Well,
turned him into an Olympian.
Well, it's like,
I don't know. I think he rowed a boat as well.
Shit,
I don't think it was just running up sandy hills. But
just rowing the boat up the fucking sand. It must get you in some shit. Like even like me and you were talking about the rowing thing. It's just straight up uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just like get wrecked and then stay wrecked for like 20 plus minutes.
Yeah, I done the charity row, the marathon, on the row machine in a public gym. And everyone was coming over and throwing 50p's into the little. I put a little bucket out. Yeah, it was decent.
Busking?
Yeah, busking.
Was there like a guy waiting behind you, like any fucking shot?
Acoustic guitar.
I booked the machine out, but it took me like 3 hours 20 or something, and I got off. I remember we went for a Campari actually afterwards.
I do remember.
I couldn't feel my arse.
Yes.
Like I was walking about. I was like, I actually don't think I have an ass anymore.
Yeah,
that was grim. Very, very.
Did you watch the CrossFit Games with the first? It was a couple of years ago. Where the first event was a marathon row.
Oh yeah, I think I did.
Because that sounds like a good time. Yeah, I think they were 4 hours.
Anything under. Well, obviously they had to do stuff after it.
Next day, but that was only one that day.
I just sat steady on it because for me it was about doing it. I think it was 3 hours 20 or 3.5 hours or something, but I didn't really have any gauge because I was like, should I be doing this in the same amount of time that someone runs a marathon?
No, it should be quicker.
I think I sat at like, I don't know what the split was, like 2 minutes for 500 meters or 2:10 or something like that. But
I'm going to do a marathon next year.
Running?
Swear to God, it's happening.
Yeah. Here you may start.
Yeah.
You may start running.
Man, honestly.
And I will have a pint after it.
Yeah.
It's going to be class.
Isotonic. The pints are good.
But apparently
after
you might not get
race.
in because so many people want to do
Yeah, London Marathon. McCann wrote to me and he was like, man, I'm doing London Marathon. And I was like, have you applied? Because you do know that.
I was watching a video of Kurt Angle training in the gym and I was like, I'm fucking doing the London Marathon.
So you though, to like just turn up and be like, can I go anyway? And then you take a selfie and people are like, oh my God, did you get in with? And then it's like the guy who's won it 5 years in a row and you're like, I don't know, I saw it with some skinny black guy. You know what I mean? It'd be like some fucking like absolute land on your feet.
People wait 10 years and don't get in. Like people that have tried for 10 years.
Yeah, it's like Glastonbury. It's
it is.
You have to apply.
It's really, really hard. Really hard.
They just don't believe in themselves.
In any case, start running because people die. People literally die.
Tough.
I had to laugh at fucking Maureen's dad. Ran 60k on his 60th. And
yeah, impressive.
We had Eddie was young and all. We weren't there to like support the whole day, so we turned up and seen him run a bit, and he was in good tune and would stop and have a fucking sausage roll and then keep running.
Sausage rolls, rolling.
And then the next day, I was like,
savage.
"How were you after that?" And he goes, I was fucking. I was like, "What'd you eat?" And he came home and he's like, "I had a bit of beans on toast." And then I was shaking like mad, so I had a thing of like jelly babies, and I settled down a wee bit. And I'm like, I'd have had a fucking death row banquet waiting for me after 60k, and a masseuse and all. He was sitting watching telly, going, "Fuck, I've got the jitters here. We better eat some sugar." I'd have been,
were they CBD jelly babies?
Are you fucking nuts? I'd have been like, "This is my last day on earth." That's how I'd have been treating it.
That's what I'm doing next Saturday. I'm doing like 6 weeks in between each like cheat day, and like next Saturday I have it lined out when I'm eating.
Yeah. And you haven't around 60k?
No.
You probably stepped.
Hey, go easy. He's been in the shower.
He did step. He did doing a lot of steps, to be fair.
Hey,
that golf course
let
is
me tell you, son, it's working.
So like the grass on that golf course much shorter.
As a fitness guy, what do you think of the furnace?
It's working.
Listen, working the furnace is no bullshit weight loss, and it works.
Well, essentially, like the furnace.
What are you sitting at now? What are you idling at?
I've lost 2.5 stone.
From where?
From January.
Right.
The furnace is a way to just.
I heard you talking about this. You were like, you don't want to lose weight, you want to get healthy,
get in shape.
And I was like, well, to do that, you need to do the other one.
I lose weight. Yeah, it's as the fitness guy. Well, you two fitness aficionados as well, but I would say
we've been podcasting about fitness for like 5 years.
Exactly. You maybe know more than me, but this is just my take. Yeah, the furnace is essentially just like, I guess, intermittent fasting and then taking cold showers and
is there an actual walking goal?
You have to do at least 40 minutes, but I usually do an hour and a half.
Yeah,
because that's what the golf course is.
But if you're getting this is the
golf course opens though.
This is the thing. Like loads of people go in and try and lose weight.
Get them chinos on the carry a golf club.
Yeah, whenever the golf course opens, you're gonna have to bring a club and just be like.
Did I tell you guys when I sent them a picture of the corduroy trousers? Such a cut. So I had like these cool weight like corduroy.
This is his little black dress. When I fit into these brown cords, hey, stay fat.
It's like, you know when people talk about having friends that ground you? That's him for me. Because I put on these corduroy trousers and I was like, they didn't even fucking meet last time.
Yeah.
I show my man all. She's like, that's great. You know, you're sticking at it and all this here. Sent him a picture like go with cords fit, bro, and he was like, great stuff, man. Now take them off and never wear them ever again.
Yeah, it's not even the goal weight, it's the cords that are the issue.
I was like, I'm delighted that your life is moving this direction. If you come around me in those trousers, it's gonna be a
you
fucking
would probably
issue.
Get away with them though. Them in like a golf wang t-shirt, you'd be totally normal.
By the way, I was only taking the piss. All I could see was your feet in the fucking thing. Like, I don't know what they look like.
You sent me the same picture. Yeah, you sent me the same picture with the cords. Fair play. I wouldn't wear cords.
Adjust my beanbag.
Just the beanbag.
I wouldn't wear cords, but
yeah, but he dresses like a flamboyant man anyway, so he can get away with it.
Like
you
a pack of Crayolas.
You can't get away with it.
I would look like I was sticking out of the back of a sofa if I wore them. If I put on cords.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't need more bulk.
Is there anything that you want to wear, but you're like, I just can't get away with those?
Like the Borat mankini.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like there's a lot of like boots and stuff I look at, and I go, fuck, I like that. I'd like to be able to dress like that a wee bit, but I just can't.
You know, Mickey rocks boots. Mickey.
I fucking Hitler lesbian Nazi boots. And does he look good?
I set you up for that one.
What's happening in Mickey's head is like Sons of Anarchy, and then what you see in real life is like wrestling fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But shout out to Mickey. Come on, podcast. You know, like Dutch Frank. Dutch Frank will put on like skinny jeans and a pair of those like pull on like Chelsea boot things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're like suede and like it's big jumper.
Yeah.
And it looks class. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because my fucking leg goes like this down into like a wee into like a wee boot like that.
You look like Big Six. What do you call it? Big Hero 6.
Graphics. Get the graphics up. But I would I
looked at the Beamer.
That reference.
Yeah, the Big Hero 6.
But let me tell you, that's
a great film.
I actually bought a pair of ones one time thinking like, I was going to something. Was it Woodsy's wedding or something? I was like, these look good. And I put them on and I started looking in the mirror and it goes, I look like I'm just wearing socks. I look like I'm wearing brown socks and jeans.
Yeah, they're too tight. Yeah.
It just doesn't look good. Like, so
I have Chelsea boots, but I don't wear them often. To be fair,
it's like you can't do it if you're in any way chunky. Like,
yeah. Well, that's what I had with puffer jackets.
I
was like, I'm default puffy.
Yeah.
So I can't put on a jacket that.
You should have just sent the back. By the way, you should have just sent the back. You should have just sent the back.
Do you have anything that like you want to wear, but you're like, fuck?
A fanny around his dick.
No, not really. I don't think so.
It just doesn't look great.
No, it just doesn't suit me. Just
What's funny?
Yeah, it just doesn't suit me. I've tried it. I don't even know where to go from there. Like, to be honest, I've never tried it. I was just gonna say like bright shoes.
Hold on a minute. I'm a faint.
Sorry, that electrolyte hit.
Some Irish electrolytes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But no, I haven't.
Dangerous.
Just an old flashy pair of snakes.
Flashy pair of snakes, yeah, with a bit of colour in them. Like I look at McCann and I'm like, bright. I couldn't get away with that, but you have made it your image.
I think you could though. Why could you not?
You just have to.
It's just
you just wear it, and then people get used to you
I don't
wearing
even
it.
think it's me wanting to wear it. I just don't think. I don't think I want to wear it. Actually, to be honest, bright colours.
Someone said me about bright colours the other week, and they're like, but you do comedy now, so you can get away with it. And I was like, how does that associate with it whatsoever?
But
I get where they're coming from.
His whole. I mean, you're quite subdued today.
Yes.
But your
image is bright.
Your whole wardrobe is a disaster. You know, like
a disaster in a good way.
Your style is like none of this matches.
Yeah,
which is actually a look.
Yeah.
If you were quite dark stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And then you threw in a pair of fucking like yellow trousers.
Yeah.
People would be like.
The big thing for me is t-shirts. Like I always wear long line t-shirts.
I've got a long line.
No, because a t-shirt that fits me well.
You had a long line in your car the other day. Duty bastard.
A t-shirt that fits me well, I think it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Because I'm tall. So whenever I lift my hands, I like length in my t-shirts, but that's about as fussy as I get, to be honest. A lengthy t-shirt, no colour.
And you knew everyone would wear like t-shirts that were just their size.
Yeah.
Because normally the fitness boys are like, they're wearing a rash guard on a night out.
Yeah. No, I'm not into tight fitting. I like loads. Like this is 2XL. Yeah. So I'm like, I like loads.
Like that would fit me. I have one in the house. And by the way, it is in the house. Can't find it.
What?
That t-shirt you gave me?
Well, I actually have another one.
Like I brought it home and I don't know where it is in the house.
There's two. There's another one that says Geddis on it because McCann was like, oh, Geddis has already had a t-shirt. And I was like, well, I've set one out for him, so what'll I do with that?
Did you take it back?
It's just like, you threw it up into my... Yeah. No, it is still there, so...
Nice. We have... How long have you been talking?
40 minutes.
Oh, well, bang my
Well,
pipe.
that flew through, boys.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I have a ton of questions for you.
Lovely.
This is what happens now. Subtle brag. There's quite a few people on the Patreon now, so when you put up questions, there's way too many. And that carries you for like fucking...
You could do a full podcast quite easily on the
I do.
questions that you get.
And do you know what? I thought it was like sort of... How would you say it? Like a bailout, But
No, well, they're the people that are supporting the podcast.
People
so
do like the questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some of them are... Some questions, like... are hilarious.
Yeah.
But they're just like, how have you even thought of that? That's impressive. That would never come into my brain, but respect.
Some people like getting the digs into the questions.
I should never say respect.
The dig element. Huh? Some people like getting the digs into in the questions.
But 100%. 100%. But I think people
I bet you some of these are like...
there's definitely going to be digs.
There'll be pure abuse. I guarantee there's abuse for me in there, and a lot of people don't even know
sounds like a fucking... As if, yeah, like, you were two people cast in a film together and you're not actually like mates.
Yeah. This is all put on. It's all for show.
By the way, that could have been a very cool photo, and it's just not.
We should take one today on my camera.
Yeah, if you want something else to follow on Instagram, follow Aaron's page.
McCann's Disposables.
Great page. There's a couple of pictures of me on there. Look great. One of them's actually my profile picture.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Am I really low in this seat now?
You've sunk over the podcast. I think you'll start.
Should I get low?
Let me readjust this.
The beanbag boys. We should all rock the beanbag.
Yeah, I would take the beanbag.
We're built like beanbags.
Am I? Plenty of room in here.
But you're definitely the ham and a sandwich. These are two heels.
Can you see these questions? Is Tim still sober October on the bucking?
Wait, well, it's not October anymore. I'm just sober bucking all the time.
Sober bucking.
I respect your
Isn't
lifestyle
everyone
choices.
at the minute?
Yeah, they should.
Unless
be.
you're in a long-term relationship, I guess. But
The pandemic's a great excuse for not getting the right attitude right now, I've found. I'm like, well, I can't meet up.
yeah, it's totally validated my Christian beliefs.
You know what I mean?
I'm just like, yeah, sure, everyone's doing it these days.
Yeah.
I see some people though going on hinge dates in my.
No one's bucking. Do you know the only people who are bucking are like if you're just starting to go out with someone.
Yeah.
And you're flat out bucking.
Like
everyone on the other side, if you're by yourself and not bucking, if you're like a long term relationship, you're just like sick of the side of this cunt.
Yeah.
And writing a stranger. What are you, a child?
Yeah. And Tinder.
Are you watching American
Tinder
Pie?
have brought in a feature where you can call someone now. Have you seen that?
That's too much.
That's too much.
No way. I get anxiety voice note.
It's like it says to me, like, if you're messaging a girl, like 3 messages in, it'll say,
slide this bitch aside.
Do you feel confident enough to like video call? And I'm like, absolutely not.
Imagine a video call.
No, I'll have to put my dick away.
Yeah,
no thanks.
What do you think I am?
Imagine there gonna be some creepers on that, like.
But I don't speak to anyone for long
just,
enough.
you know, like lying sideways, like.
Yeah. Like them Omegle videos you watch. It's just every other video, just some man tugging the bar.
Guys are fucking cranking at that thing.
Yeah.
Like angry beating their dicks.
That's weird, man.
Do you know what cracks me up? All the girls are like surprised to see dicks.
Yeah.
They're like,
oh my god,
yeah.
and you're like you didn't just see a forest of cocks a minute ago. Bop, bop, bop. But everyone, like, I would be going, oh my god, if it was a guy just sitting there looking to chat.
Yeah, it's their fault coming to Omegle for the conversation.
Yeah, they're like, another penis?
I'd like to write a formal complaint. Not much chat going on Omegle. Just a lot of dudes coming on a black t-shirt, which I think accentuate, you know, like when people do vlogs and they're like, this is my new product, and they put their hand behind it for the autofocus. That's what you do. You wear a black t-shirt, so that double XL, so that the load hits the white t-shirt, and you're like,
dude, that'd be great promotion for our t-shirts if someone was just beating their dick on Omegle.
This is cum, actually.
This is cum. This is cum.
Oh fuck! They're sold out.
What watch? Is that a fitness watch?
Yeah. This is a heart rate watch, so I touched this. I don't know if it's accurate.
Is it expensive for the kit? Is that like a whip strap?
I got it from 18th. No, this is a fitness ring. This is sleep tracker here, believe it or not. But
is it sleep or fitness?
No, sleep. So it's only sleep. So it tells me my readiness score, what my heart rate was over the night, like how much heart rate variability there was, if it went up, went down, if I woke up. You know, to be fair, it's pretty chilled at the minute. Like, I sleep pretty well, but
I'm sure you do.
But it tells me
you're walked to death.
It tells me if I it'll say, right, you shouldn't train today because your sleep wasn't good enough. So it keeps me on top of my recovery. You know,
I'd love to wear one of those for a day. It would just be like, go to
the
hospital.
You wear this one. It's the biggest size that they have.
Drive
I think
straight to the hospital.
Yeah, I don't think
it looks glassy though. Is it glassy?
It's like matte black, metallic kind of. It's like, it is good quality. Like.
You threw a dig with that on with that.
Oh, I think it started as a like a crowdfunder. You know, like a what do you call them things?
GoFundMe,
crowdfunding thing. And then it's a really big company now. Like,
how much is that?
250, I think, 240, 240 pounds, something like that.
Let me tell you something. I don't need a I don't need a ring when I wake up in the morning to be like, I need more sleep.
Yeah. I know I'm just into that kind of stuff. Biohacking and all that business. It's like the blue light glasses as well.
Yeah.
But this is just a heart rate watch.
Well,
like,
these are
blue light.
They have the
prescription.
Yeah, it's
nice.
It's in it already. Like, you can see it if you take it. See, it's green on the reflection. Yeah. I paid a wee bit more for that and then scratched the bollocks at them. So, although weirdly, they were for like they're for like driving and stuff.
Yeah.
So anytime it would be like this, I can see that.
Yeah.
So I'll not be wearing it. I might get a cool little plain pair.
Yeah, get blue light blockers, man. They're the way forward.
Get off! It's sober October in the bucket.
Do you not find your fingers kind of stiff from like just from editing and shit, like doing that a lot? No.
What?
Do you not find your fingers stiff from like
using a lot?
Because obviously you use your laptop a lot for editing and shit.
No, but what I've noticed recently is my thumb is sore from like doing weights.
Yeah.
My thumb, like in the meat of my thumb.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Meat, delicate.
But I told you that my fingers get, but then I have 6 years of sports massage in my hands. So
rolling couldn't be good for it.
Yeah, well,
hello, man.
Calluses. You're slowly slipping down.
Oh fuck!
I still have calluses from rowing. Like, they'll just never go away. But I rowed, guys. Did anyone know? I feel like I've mentioned.
Oh, we'll get to that. There's rowing questions.
Oh, is there?
Thoughts on the we'll get there. Thoughts on the vaccine being suspended in certain countries. If some people don't want it, give it to me.
Vaccine chat.
I'm not getting mine for about 15 years because of my age bracket, and that's from Lucy, age 7.
15 years, she's waiting a while.
I was sure. Are they not doing that down south? They're being like, oh, they threw up some dodgy stat where they were like, oh, this vaccine causes, and then like a very like, it was like 50 and like 5 million where your like white cells dropped for a minute, so obviously your immune system's a bit more whatever, but but it was such a tiny percentage, and it wasn't even life threatening, I don't think.
Yeah.
But they used that to be like, well, we're just going to hold back for a minute and wait and see what happens. Even though they think it's like a supply problem. So they actually can't get them, but then they're like, oh no, they're dangerous. That's why we don't have them.
Yeah.
But there are some, like, you know, down south, like across the border, seems like a bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
They're struggling, like.
They don't know what the fuck. There's no dates or anything.
No. I know. I'm not going to get my wee trip down to Donegal anytime soon.
Here. When are you supposed to go in London?
July.
So if there's like room to move about in there, the boys, let's go to that fucking house in Donegal.
The beanbag boys.
Let's go to fucking Galway, and like, let's do a bunch of trips.
Absolutely.
And eat
You know what I
food.
mean?
Good food.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I meant to say.
Oh yeah.
Eat good food.
Let's just go and eat food, but we'll stay as well.
Yeah, and then maybe go to a beach.
Yeah.
That's what life's all about.
I want to go to that Loch and Moor Court or something.
Where's that?
It was on TikTok, man. It's actually a honeymoon suite, so it would suit us. but we can book it later. But no, it's like really nice. It's like beside the beach, and you get your own little private beach.
Where's it, sorry?
Lochman Moor Court or something. I'm murdering that, but I seen it on TikTok.
Is it not like
It's
some
fully
like,
booked out until like
So it
August.
must
as
be
well.
real.
is there not like some like waterfall near us that's like was on TikTok and now loads of
Dromore, yeah.
Mental.
Aye. My ma seen that and she was like, "Oh, tell me we have to go to this waterfall."
I'm
like, "You shouldn't have TikTok."
I keep having like TikTok FOMO because I see people like you and like Shane. I was saying this earlier, just throwing stuff up, the older stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of doing well.
You're TikTok famous and you don't even really upload.
My
it.
niece called me out and it made me sick.
Yeah.
Made me sick.
But it's funny because you get like loads of groups resharing your stuff and they don't credit you in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I uploaded it.
Someone sent me the page. There's a page that's just all my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you could if you went on it 100% because the way the algorithm is, it's really weird. Like if you have videos that gain traction, but what the issue with TikTok is, you're going to have a load of 10 to 15-year-old children. What's that going to benefit you? That's not going to sell a gig ticket, like. It's not going to.
But bro, you got to think long game because when they do their GCSEs and their A levels, they're going to be hungry for gig tickets.
Yes.
You get to bang them and go to prison.
Yes.
Like all great comedians do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the way
You know
they
what I
all
mean?
go by the looks.
Name a good comedian that isn't in jail.
All the best ones go to jail.
No question, just appreciation. But listening
That's a lovely
They're
sentence.
always nice ones, yeah.
since Audio Picnic, YouTube. I mean,
Audio Picnic,
Cancelled.
wow. Is that your first?
Shout out
Ever
to Sam
podcast, Audio
McQuaid. Yeah. I mean, it was because I had done an in-character podcast at the time
Oh, right.
on request for Panic Dots,
Nice.
which was NI podcast jumbled up, and it was supposed to be a one-off,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
and I was
Slow burner.
and I was like, I fucking like that. That was good. Start another one, and then start that Audio Picnic one.
And now we're here.
Like you guys were fucking in there real because I remember in school.
That must have been one of the first ever podcasts.
It was
swear, in school,
honestly,
people-
it was Across the Line, Riggsy's show, the music show, and ours.
People were listening
That was
to
it.
Joe Rogan and Audio Picnic, like whenever we were at the academy.
I didn't even know what a podcast was
No,
when
I
I
have
was
no
in school.
idea.
Like, not a clue. Probably when I was like 17, 18, but
Yeah.
not before that.
Hey, well, you certainly have heard of them now. Now you've 6 of them.
Yeah.
How many podcasts have you got?
No, just 2. 6 is a bit much there, but no, just 2.
So you've got the I Go for a Walk,
No,
You've
that's
got coffee.
No, Sunday Strolls is my.
and then you have a cup of tea in the
Instagram
afternoon.
TV, yeah.
The
And then
podcast.
my matcha tea podcast, 8 o'clock. That's the late one. And then
Fuck's matcha tea, the green one?
I had the green one. Tastes like grass.
No thanks.
People take it just because.
What's that for? That has to have some sort
No,
of
no,
benefit.
it,
No one's
it's,
drinking that for
it's
enjoyment.
supposed to have some
Gives
benefits,
one of
but
them- gives you a Chinese boner. You know, one of them Eastern.
he doesn't need it.
I just stay away from that.
Yeah, no.
You just
What's a
get,
Chinese boner?
You can't get any more.
like
boner.
something that's not porno related. You
I
know,
didn't
it's
even ask what that was. I
It's
didn't
like you
even
have
ask.
some sort of like health food, and then you have a boner.
Did this come before or after the Chinese burn? Like what was the
No, the burn,
chronology
the
of the
burn,
order?
the burn came after the initial excitement. When you get a bit too excited and fucking trail the skin off it.
That used to be my talent at school, letting people Chinese burn me and not being sore. You don't remember that? I used to go
When you
around
put
school
your-
going, go on, do it.
It's like an old circus thing. It's like,
Guys,
Chinese burn my cock, and you just, it's like a glory hole, and people are,
Yeah, when you put your Chinese boner in a questionable place, that's
Yeah.
when the burn comes.
Yeah, facts.
yeah, I never flinched at a Chinese
Yeah,
burn.
I was hardcore. Like,
Also,
thick skin.
where'd that name come from? That's propaganda, I think.
What, Chinese burn?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get them in primary school and
Yeah, I don't know. who,
Colchi primary
yeah, I don't know
schools.
who. Yeah, I don't know who made that one.
Like, is it from old movies or something where they just run up and, ah! Chinese burn your arm, and you're like, oh, not again.
Yeah, they couldn't afford like the proper effects for like punches and all, so it was all just like submissions.
Have you ever seen those Chinese movies? Like I've seen one called Shaolin Soccer. You ever seen video clips of it?
Was that the over the top like?
It's hilarious. A guy does a bicycle kick and he fully does like a backflip, and then the football just moves, but he doesn't actually hit it. It's just like what? It's hilarious. Very badly produced, by the way. But if anyone wants to watch it, Shaolin Soccer.
Oh, it's not Christopher Nolan. Fuck it.
That's what you need to do is get Christopher Nolan on a Chinese football team.
Absolutely. That's what
Stephen Nolan on the Chinese football team. There isn't a fucking Chinese in sight. Do nets, will you? Give me a fucking Kung Po special.
Stephen Nolan gets so abused, doesn't he?
If you were a racist,
I like him.
Yeah.
Nolan,
Yeah.
he's one of those guys. He's like easy to hate.
Yeah.
But like what he does, like it's kind of like a Pierce Morgan character.
Yeah.
No, Pierce Morgan's a cunt.
Yeah.
Nolan's also has cunty tendencies.
Yeah, but he's.
Well, I guess
I don't
that's
think.
his job.
I don't
That's his
think.
job,
I
isn't
don't
it?
deep that. I don't think he's a cunt deep down.
No,
Like,
I would say he's actually probably sound, you know?
Yeah.
oh, he's probably lovely.
You get him
I mean, he
off.
does have a custom number plate, so that's quite.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. That'll lose points from me.
Wait till Geddis rolls up in Gen,
I just
Gen
think it's
Bant
like-
1 in the Merc.
No, my fucking like brother-in-law was sending me all this shit. Look at that, you can get that for me 10 grand. I was like, hey, first of all, I wouldn't get it if it was free.
Yeah.
Not 10
That's
grand.
what I mean. It's like it's the money for them.
But this is
Yeah.
for the Black Merc, which sounds like, you know, Rolling Thunder. And I was like, I don't need another like.
what was the plate he sent you?
It was nearly Gen Band. It wasn't Gen Band 1. That would cost a fortune. It
Yeah.
was like something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
If you can get it, but I think the only way, if you get it for a present, I think it makes sense.
Yes.
But I don't get going out and buying a personalised number plate.
But you have to explain that though when you're getting grief
But
about
then
it.
again, anyway, if you've got so much money, I get people that have businesses that have so much money, they're like, I'm just going to number plate all my fleet of cars.
Yeah, it's like an Xbox
Yeah, like
Live
the
gamer
UPS
tag for a
vans.
man.
Yeah, like the UPS vans. Or like, I know there's a lorry company and they all have like lorry 1, lorry 2. It's not like lorry
That's good
1.
banter.
but
I can get behind
yeah,
that.
yeah, that would work. Good banter, yeah, solid.
If you got like mate like number plates,
Yeah.
I could get behind that.
You get 10, I get McCann. Well, you don't have a car, so that's
you
not gonna work.
need like the American ones where you can write like a phrase
Yes,
nearly. You
yes.
know, like fuck
Yeah.
bitches.
I actually have.
It says on the back of it.
I have Tim's sports
Stay hard.
massage. I have a number plate with Tim's sports massage underneath it.
That's right.
That's embarrassing.
Have you ever got like prank calls from that number? Like the
I got 3 massage bookings from the advertising on the back of my car. Cost £7 off eBay. You tell me that's not business.
That's
A good
markup
business.
big time. Yeah.
3 massages, 30 quid each, 90 quid. You wouldn't get that in the stock market
No,
off 7 quid.
I wish I could do a Gary Vee impression. That would really finish off this bit.
NFTs.
Yeah.
He loves an NFT.
Get yourself. It's so high, I can't even do it.
Yeah, Gary
Gary
Vee's
Vee
hard.
needs a bit of CBD, but I feel like if he took that, he would lose his powers.
Man, he looks tired
He's wrecked.
all the
Like.
time. He needs one of these. Oh, I just stuck the finger up. He needs one of these.
Bad bastard.
Sorry, Mum.
Tim Unleashed.
Mum will not be watching this.
We'll move
It's not on
on.
the dirt civil umbrella.
Aaron S., you guys moving to England or London? How you feeling about it as the permanent move? Hope you're well.
I'm like,
I'm excited about it. Yeah, really excited.
kind of nervous, but at the same time,
Do you feel like it's one?
looking forward
You
I
know,
wasn't even supposed to be going. I just kind of, because you had
Who
planned
do
to
you
go.
think's going to pay the rent when you're over there?
No, but you had planned to go, and then I was just like, oh, I work from my laptop. I'll head too.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you said to me about it, and I was like, I don't want to influence this
Yeah.
decision whatsoever.
I just want to
because
change.
it's such a
I just want
move.
to change the scenery. Like I just need to be out of the house. But
I just love poverty. That's my thing.
yeah,
LA, London.
we're looking at flats at the minute.
I
do
love
you ever
being
look
scammed.
up some of those like you know?
Yeah.
Can you believe this is up for rent in
Yeah.
London? You
Yeah.
know, and it's like the toilet, a piece of fucking like drywall that splits the toilet in half,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, there's 19 Romanians share this toilet. The other side of that, you get to put half
Yeah.
your ass cheek on this.
I know.
Brilliant.
I know. I want a balcony too. So
Oh well, good.
I know, we can take a luxury.
You'd be renting just the balcony
Yeah,
for
I know,
fucking
I know.
1,800 a month.
I know. We'll see.
Oh, what, mate? You
see
fucking pulling Aaron up to the bed in the morning.
I was asking a friend too about like we were looking.
I'll be there first weekend, by the way.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Your flight will land, and you'll be like, "Oh, we're in the new house," and I'll be like, "Mine lands at 6."
Here,
right behind you.
house. You're thinking big.
But that's the good thing though about like it's just us two like in the house because then
Yeah.
if like a mate comes over,
Well,
you're
you
like,
did
of
say
course,
you
stay
did
over.
say we'll consider doing a share.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that would be risky.
I wanted to get real drug things.
I wanted to. Yeah. I wanted
to
two cool guys. Like,
Yeah,
just the boys.
I made a promise to your mum too that I
Do
wouldn't let
you
you
have
go
a
out
load of
with no-
mates in London?
I've a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like a load.
Fucking
but
any other crack in the big the
Yeah.
big one.
he, you know, Jack Megan.
Oh yeah.
Like after a show in London, Jack was walking around with like a briefcase.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I knew had a sleeping bag in it and big issues.
I had a job like that before, no joke. When I was at uni, I handed out stylist and shortlist,
Right.
which are like the white version of Big Issue, I guess. Pretty much.
The white version?
Yeah, just though it was for people that were getting the train, and I would just hand them out. Most miserable job for £6 an hour. I would stand for 3 hours handing out magazines.
Handing them out's different as trying to sell a big issue.
Oh yeah, well, and they sell them. Yeah, I get it. They sell
Yeah.
them, but no one took. It was like handing
real
something,
craft.
handing something to someone that they didn't want. They were only taking it out of kindness. It was causing a lot of waste actually, because I would hand it to them. I would look round and it would be on the floor.
Well,
I've
course.
only ever taken something off a stranger in the street for kindness.
Well, COVID now, there'll be no
COVID's killed
magazines.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No one's
Thank
handing out
God.
shit.
The
that,
Edinburgh
and
Fringe Festival.
that and orgies are gone. Like,
Yeah.
not a chance.
That's how you get accommodation in London.
Did you see the poster I shared the other day for the Doggin Festival in
Oh
Devon?
yeah, I did. I didn't read it.
Nice wee seaside coastal.
Here, that'll make you get your
orgies
test.
fest. You're right. £264 for
You can't
for
roll in. You can't roll in there off a bus.
You'd be perfect. Too. Always hard, just
I-
walking around, just be like,
I would love to go to that and like just talk to people and be like, what is it that got you so
do like a
into this?
Nardvark
This
kind
is
of
your
thing.
thing?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Man
Or
on the
Hollywood
street,
Fix.
McCann, the Doggin Festival.
I could see it.
Make it happen.
I could see
It
it.
sounds good, but you know, I imagine the clientele that turn up. You're like, oh yes, you guys would fuck anyone in a car park.
I mean, I have strayed onto British dogging videos on porn sites and
Right.
for research.
Doggin's big in Oma, I think.
Is it?
I think. Not that I know the Doggin scene that well, but
What's like the spot?
I'm pretty sure there was. It was
Outside the
in,
meat factory?
no, in the news. It was like Gorchin Forest, like Pigeon Top. Remember when
Pigeon
we went-
Top?
Pigeon.
That sounds like a sex. Give me that pigeon top.
Yeah.
Pigeon slop top?
It doesn't make sense because it's not hidden. It's very open.
I couldn't enjoy myself if I was
Yeah.
having sex in a public area.
But that's the thrill. People do like that.
Yeah.
No, like you'll be real on someone's wife, and there'll be like 9 dudes being like, ugh.
Nah, just go skydiving or something. Just
Yeah. Adrenaline.
Well, you're not commenting on that.
Well, you never know if it's exciting enough.
He's like, jizz anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd turn up and it would just be a load of just manky people, and you'd be like, I'll just masturbate in my car by myself.
you gotta really like you have to seek out orgies with good looking people. I feel like the run of the mill ones you find on Instagram.
No, what you got to get into that.
I don't
world.
think that
you got to get
yeah.
into the world of like rich people taking a load of coke.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you're getting like
Definitely coke involved.
You've probably watched this Drive to Survive, the Formula One thing.
Oh yeah.
It's
Netflix,
fucking
yeah.
here.
It's so good.
It's lethal.
So good.
I don't like Formula One, but the show is unreal. And they have in the first season they have like a Monaco special.
Oh, with the boats and everything. Yeah,
And
yeah.
here there isn't anyone
There's not a girl there that hasn't been read that
here.
day.
No stinkers allowed, sir. Everyone's a full 10, like. And that's the sort, you know, like you're on my boat.
Yeah.
There's loads of cocaine and champagne lying
Yes.
around.
Yeah.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
oh
Yes.
dear. Double.
that lifestyle affords that. Like if you're on a car, just goes the
Yeah.
whole time. You have to book
Two
a-
boys in London struggling to pay rent. Not the scene.
If there's any listeners of this podcast
I have a golf at home.
that are in that
Not
scene,
sold to pay the first month's deposit.
reach out.
Isn't that sitting outside?
No, it is sitting outside.
We move on. Too many. What has more mileage, your mark or that photo of McCann with Tyler the Creator? Fuck's sake, Darren, shut up.
The photo does have good mileage. Before.
Yeah.
Which one? There's a few.
The one of
Him in the towel.
Him in the toilet. What?
Yeah.
No wonder you're hard all the time.
Yeah.
From that day on.
Didn't even have the
You
round
have
on
not
the-
been soft.
Didn't have the iron in the buck, man.
Would you know the way he's a gaming? If he was like, yo, Aaron.
Is he a gaming?
Well,
Bi?
either gay or bi.
Aye. Express.
Which what a nightmare. Bisexuals. Shout out to bisexuals. Just want to fuck
Shout out to
everyone
you
all the
guys.
time.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the other one that just likes objects? Poly. No, that's not it. What's the one that just sees love in everything, in like items? They don't identify genders.
Autistic?
No. It's like
I mean, I could get that sometimes. You put
Well,
a picture of an apple tart the other day, and I was like, "Fuck,
That was a joke of it.
that would get read.
I mean,
fuck American Pie. It's more crumble."
Yeah, absolutely. It had a hole in it as well, which is
that was the joke, you know.
yeah. I know. I did.
I've never heard of that. Like, you're just in love with like when people marry their car.
Yeah,
and
and like
that's
some
fucking
dog
weirdo.
red
That's
Eiffel
just a
Tower.
weirdo.
No, that's just they're taking advantage there.
That's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
They're taking
So
advantage
weird.
of the fact you can't say things to people now because
There's a label for everything. To be fair,
yeah.
someone that loves.
What's the other one, like pansexual, where it's like you need to feel reciprocated love to you can't just be out banging strangers.
Yeah,
I think I'd fall into if someone,
might be me.
if someone
Yeah.
if someone was just like getting a bit cozy and like
I'm
be like,
pansexual.
just fucking pull it off.
Yeah.
We're good mates.
Yeah. Sound effect there. We're missing out, man.
Yeah, fucking get on board. Do you have a church lined up in London?
No, I don't.
This guy said he could see
looked.
you
I think
in
I'm
a
looking to
gospel
go to.
choir.
We're looking to go to Kanye's church. McCann actually said he would go to Kanye's church.
I wanna.
Oh, I didn't even get them a
come to your
question.
Church.
Would you pull Tyler the Creator off if he asked you?
Oh yeah, that's right. You were asking something.
Yeah, I did it for the story.
Like if he was like, I fancy you, man, and he's just like, pull it, and you're like, hey, big fan too.
Yeah.
yeah.
You would
course.
have to do.
To have
it, yeah.
that flex for life.
Yeah.
Like, see that guy
Yeah.
there, the Grammy, pulled him off.
Yeah.
What do you got?
And he's like, I see you're turned on, and you're like, oh, it's just I had
that's just default factory settings.
Yeah.
I had that boner. Man be having boners.
All the time.
A
lot of questions.
There's tons of them. I'm skipping loads out too. I made an observation recently. Aaron genuinely looks like Leonardo DiCaprio, albeit a more culty. I've said that before. You look a bit like what's the movie where he gets fucked to death by the bear? Revenant. A bit like that.
The funniest comment I've ever seen in any comment section was one of your podcasts, and on YouTube someone said McCann looks like someone tried to sketch Ricky Gervais from memory.
That's brilliant.
I thought that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, you look like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. You know, the one where he's drinking out of the glass.
Yeah,
you look like that a little bit.
It's the beard thing.
It's the beard thing.
That like terrorist is my actual doppelganger.
No, he looks like.
Yeah.
The one where he's drinking out of the glass is Great Gatsby, which is like.
Oh yeah.
Real nice. Is it real nice shot?
I think so.
The one you're thinking of is where he's out.
Well,
He's out.
like
Yeah. That one.
You know, like
yeah. You look like the guy from the Asda commercial.
when
man.
people,
the
when people
Asda
are
commercial
like,
is
you know,
spot
dude,
on.
I'm doing dry January.
God, just like I'm having a stroke.
There's smoke coming off that camera switcher over there, trying to catch up with these faces.
That
you
guy
have
Mazda.
you have a lot of doppelgangers.
I wanted to reach out from that guy from Mazda and like have
be
him on
mates.
the podcast. Yeah.
We can. But
was
to
in
be
my
fair,
DMs
the
every
one,
other
the
week.
terrorist with the dog bed in his head.
That was mental.
That's arguably one of the best comments on one of your pictures too. That Geddis put with
My ma thought
the
that was
dog
like
bed.
my ma thought that was me doing a sketch.
Yeah, that's
What was it?
Remember the one
Remember
that was
the
like a
terrorist
terrorist with a gun?
Oh yeah.
My ma was like, "You had filming again, doing mad stuff." I was like, "No, it's actual."
Waste all your money on props. How do you think you boys would fare in a zombie apocalypse? What would be your weapons of choice? My weapon would be running away. I mean, it'd be class to put a shovel through someone's head a couple of times,
Yeah.
like, but you would get tired, like.
I would get the thrill of one zombie kill and then just do what I'm doing right now, which is just stand the gaff.
I don't even like playing COD. It gives me anxiety, so I would struggle. Like, see, whenever I'm playing shooting games, I don't like it.
At least you can row, you know. You just get in the sea.
Yeah,
I've never seen a zombie swim.
Put me in a boat, sweet. Put me behind a controller. No
Your
thanks.
podcast seems to have the momentum of a runaway freight train. Why are you so popular?
Wow,
I don't know whether that's for you or me.
I think it's for us.
Yeah, I know. I think it's definitely. Yeah. Ours has the momentum of like a guy that's just started believing himself. We're running.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're Why do you think you're popular? Why do you think I'm in any way popular and then I'll do the other way?
Oh, like a
this
group
is-
exercise.
Well, we're just gonna blow smoke up each other's ass, or just totally, or totally abuse each
Welcome to
other.
the
Could
Liberal
go either
Podcast where
way.
we suck each other off.
I'll tell you why I'm popular, right?
Go.
Oh, you're gonna tell us. Oh, you're probably nice.
Niall does all the videos.
Geddis' style would be we would tell him why he's popular, and he's like, "No, it's not correct." What the real reason is, this is why I'm popular.
Or else I'd let you go and then I would just move on. Yeah. Man, I think you've worked really hard and you're a lot of you. Thanks. And then just like, what's your favourite sandwich?
Hit the board, hit a soundboard, and just move on. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
No,
The production level here is next level. It's next level. Like, cheers.
Niall hasn't seen his family in weeks.
Yeah. Literally have.
Literally, he's staying in a fucking
You're joking.
in a bunker in Armagh.
The switching camera thing.
You
Wow.
guys, I think, are popular because it's just great connection between the two of you, you know?
Yeah.
And somehow you're the voice of authority in the podcast.
Yeah.
Which makes it's fun.
Yeah. You definitely run the show in terms of you take the lead. You also do.
Well, I mean, whenever you've two comedians, they're like fucking chopping at the bit to get bits in.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I'm actually even surprised I'm there sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be here, enjoying the ride. But yeah,
I don't think it's. I
So
just
you are
think
getting
it's
the
like,
ride.
oh yeah, oh obviously he's hard all the time. He has to be put to use.
I think though I've noticed from doing like a couple of podcasts where it's like if you're not podcasting with like just your mates, it can get really weird really quick.
Oh yeah,
Because it turns into almost like a
that's
cool
why-
FM style
But that's
interview.
why I don't push the limits on guests at all. Hardly.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's loads of people I would talk to, like, but I'm like, then I have to change what I want to do. So
Yeah.
I would have to prepare for it and sit there and be like, so, and then you went from that to that. How did that feel?
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I just want to talk about me.
yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck with anyone else to say?
Yeah.
Just staring them down the
I
aisle.
think I did watch the interview with Leah and you were like, when I did jiu-jitsu, it was
Oh yeah, totally. God forbid I get a rugby player on.
You know, yeah. You were
Stephen
good-
Ferris there for show.
Yeah, yeah. Remember the time we seen Stephen Ferris clench a prawn sandwich?
Oh, aye. That man there
that was a
more.
rough
In his
experience.
cheeks? Were they clenching?
He was out. He was out in the shop, and he was chatting. He was chatting to McCann, but he had a prawn sandwich in his hand, heavily intoxicated, I must say, wasn't he?
Oh, the big man.
And the prawns were squeezing out of the sandwich. I was like, Stephen, let go, man. Let go.
Do you think
was like-
Big Stevie would come on with all of us, like four-way in here?
Be fantastic.
would definitely.
Here,
I
tell you what,
was
wouldn't be a lot of real estate in this table.
saying, like, you know the way you're talking
You know,
about
two
fucking
cameras.
He's a big.
Tyler the
big guy.
Creator. I'd be far more gay for Stephen Ferris. That guy is the most masculine man of all time.
Should we watch that clip of him coming back for Ulster just to get a...
Oh, I get it
Man,
wrong.
he loves the Remore.
He does.
He loves
That bastard's a
him
thing
and
for
Pete
penny
Snodden,
pasta.
man. Him and Pete Snodden live there.
You can't even hear this, can you?
No. That's exciting.
Connect the app. Fuck, we'll do it another time.
I will watch it after, Stephen.
Sometimes you feel a bit down, you watch that clip.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
You shared it on your Instagram the other day, didn't you? I think I watched it.
A while ago, probably. But yeah.
Yeah.
When he just picks your man up and just fucking throws him around like a rag
Oh,
doll.
he's a scary looking man in real life.
He is, to put it simply, a big hooer.
Yeah. And he's lost a lot of weight because he just golfs now.
He's been in the furnace.
He's penny pasta and golfs. That's all the man does.
What a life, though. Like,
Yeah.
what a life.
I think he just gets exclusive access to any golf course he wants. Because, I'm Stephen Ferris. Oh, sweet. Come on ahead.
That's what I'd like.
Yeah.
But just
Man.
to walk.
Yeah.
Not to play
Yeah.
golf. Have you seen that Tiger Woods documentary yet?
No.
Unbelievable.
I haven't watched it.
One of the
What's
best
it on?
documentaries ever made.
Tiger Woods.
I got a wee link for it. But, you
Sorry.
cheeky bastard.
Sorry, you should never try to make a joke with two
cheeky
comedians.
I don't
What
have
was that noise?
I don't have the fucking...
There's a lot of
That
lights.
is a fucking Travis Scott song, what I just did there.
Nice.
You can't even hear it.
808s and milkshakes. Oh, God.
Palpitation, right?
Tiger Woods' dad, the right idea. Tiger Woods, literally, from whenever he came out of the womb, his dad had a golf course just like attached to his hand and was like fucking putting him out every
He had
day.
a golf course attached to his
Or sorry,
hand.
golf club.
Sorry, I was really struggling there to know what that meant. But
I'll just send you a link for it and you'll watch it. I really fucked myself there. I'll think about that for 2 weeks, unable to sleep.
He's like, surely that's child abuse. Turn off, you cunt.
What's playing right now? I can't hear it.
No.
I just like, yeah, this is good.
Who shifts bigger units in the gym, you, Tim, or Aaron?
I haven't shifted a unit. Last time I shifted a unit was at the Bot nightclub.
Yeah.
You shift a unit in his car?
No, I can't lift for shit.
I don't really.
I did
know.
one time bench press 100 kg though.
You did, I remember it at school, yeah. It
While
was big
listening
time.
to People Equal Shit by Slipknot,
Yeah.
which is
Once you hit that 100, you just stopped.
But then I stopped.
You stopped.
I was like,
You're
I've
like,
peaked.
that's the peak.
I've seen the summit and I don't need to do this anymore.
I never lifted really heavy. I was just like always training because with rowing you just never could lift heavy because you'd be too sore the next day.
Yeah.
You'd just be.
I haven't pushed anything in a
You
long
lift
time.
heavy, like you can lift heavy. Put your mind to it.
Yeah. But again, I don't like it. Like,
Yeah, I can.
You're right to it.
You're right.
I've done, like, I think
You just believe, man. You could do it.
I benched like 160
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah, that's strong. That's
But I
way
was-
more than I would
but I
ever
was
bench,
fucking-
Oh,
But I
I'll
would-
go fuck myself.
Yeah.
But I was crippled. Like my fucking, you know, like up in my collarbone and my fucking posture was like it hurt for fucking.
Were you benching this in the shred shed, or did you do this
at a
in
gym with fucking two people on either side of it? It's on video.
You wouldn't bench 160 on your own, man.
No, not a chance.
That's dangerous. Have you seen the new bench?
If I'm not back in 12 minutes, I'll be dead.
I slept on the sofa last week and I'm walking by like a question mark. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you've had a sore back from press ups.
I'm definitely.
So I'm giving up I'm giving up press ups. Damn, I just can't do it.
I was like, right, the furnace is kind of getting, you know what I mean, kind of standard now. I'll throw in something to the mix, and was like, what about 100 press ups a day? And then literally the gravitational force of my beanbag to the floor.
Your core, you need work on your core first before you start slinging press ups.
I had to work myself.
I would say that because you got that curvy ass.
Yeah.
You need to bring it a bit more like.
You have lumbar.
I have the dumper of a Shaniqua.
Yeah.
Lordosis.
Lumbar lordosis. It's actually probably
lumbar lordosis.
The dumper of a Shaniqua and the belly of the Glen. So it's a terrible combination.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever thought about twerking? Like, come on, how long have we talked for here?
No, but no coordination, so that wouldn't work.
No coordination.
That wouldn't work. He's got no coordination, so it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Balance? Nah.
Dyspraxia?
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker. Yeah.
We both have a dyspraxia.
Dyspraxia?
Dyspraxia?
You funny said dyslexia.
I was going to make a dyslexia joke, but I didn't realize you were actually half thick. How long have we talked for? An hour and 10? It feels like way longer.
Oh, well, thanks.
Does it?
My back's crippled sitting on a fucking on a load of beans. I've done 2 podcasts today.
Who did you podcast with before?
Myself.
You slut.
Right. What else is interesting here?
That's like whenever your partner wanks off.
Yeah, that's a really good energy. Just in.
How has Bloodlands got a second series? Have you watched that?
No, but you said it was lethal.
It's good. It is good. This guy's just.
Is that with Jimmy Nesbitt?
People slag it off though.
People are. You see, the first episode. We talked about this. The first episode, slow and like a bit cringy, and they're like showing off Belfast too much, and it's like a tourist ad.
Yeah.
And there are a few accents that are ropey, but the story is actually really good once you get into it.
You got to stick with it.
Like fucking.
Have you seen Dr. Foster?
No. Who looks rougher?
Crazy
me
shit.
or James Nesbitt? For fuck's sake! They've let a few of those slide, even though it's BBC.
Is Michael Smiley in that? Michael Smiley's
just being a chancer.
I love that guy.
Is there English people in it doing Northern Irish accents? I thought it was all Northern Irish.
I think it's actually more people with Southern accents putting on Northern.
Right,
so your man that was in what's his name? Something Wally. He's from Young Offenders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Wallace.
Chris Wally.
Yeah, he's in it. Christopher Wallace, Biggie. He's in it, and then the girl, the blonde woman, the sort of MILF in it, who was in Top Boy, getting fucking read out by some fucking the Mandems was fucking cutting her in half.
The Mandems were on a train.
Oh fucking hell! She was getting.
Oh, that's when we moved to London, man.
She was getting fucking clattered.
Running a tube, sir.
So yeah, she's in it, but you can tell that. Did we talk about this in the last podcast or in between the podcast? So they're doing
it's
like
always confusing, isn't it?
They do like accents. So they're probably like, oh, a lot of people up north say "aye" all the time, but not all the time.
Aye.
But this woman's
God damn it! We're fucking walking stereotypes. Disgrace to the fucking country.
So it is. But this woman's supposed to be a doctor, so you wouldn't be going like, were you out last night? And she's like, aye.
Do you know what?
She's a fucking surgeon.
So I was.
Jacob passed away. Aye, they're dead. Aye, she's dead as fuck.
Do you know what made me flaccid in the fall was whenever the police officers were calling Gillian Anderson "ma'am."
Right, mom.
Right.
Hey, mom.
Haven't seen the fall either. Haven't seen none of this stuff. So.
Fall's great.
Fall's good. Yeah.
That's it.
Jamie Dornan just fucking staring at people.
Jimmy Nesbitt used to run the Dodgems at Barry's.
Did he fuck?
That was his job as a kid growing up, yeah.
What?
He used to be the guy that would, do you know, whenever you dodged into someone, you couldn't reverse? Jimmy Nesbitt used
I've
to
had
come
a few of those guys
get you out of that situation.
Those angels.
Because he grew up in Portrush, so that was his kind of like summer job.
Riches to riches.
Don't ask me how I know so much about Jimmy Nesbitt. I must have read it somewhere.
He did the speech at my graduation.
Sporticus from Lazytown done the speech at mine. So there you go.
I was drunk at mine. I don't remember anything. All I can remember from my was graduation. I just remember my sister going, my feet are bleeding inside these shoes, and then they all left.
That's it.
That was the family day out. Do you want to get the official photo? No. And then someone took the shittest
Yes, I don't
digital
have
camera, like
Yep.
3/4 of it, like 3/4 of the shot was just background, and then the top of my head, and then I just went got hammered.
Graduation is the most minus crack.
Oh shit!
Like Sarah.
My mom and dad seen the queue for the photos, and they were like, "Well, take a picture on this iPhone. That'll do you." And I'm like, "Oh, that would have been nice to look back on, but whatever." 60 quid or something too. It's ridiculous.
Fuck that.
I'll get it.
That sounds cheap.
I'll get on the Snappy Snaps.
Our McCann looks like the type of man who uses Jerkmate.
Literally, we were chatting about that. Jerkmate.
I don't actually know what Jerkmate is.
It's an advert that pops
I'm guessing
up on
I know
porn
what
videos these
I know what
days.
it roughly is like, but
Yeah.
What,
But I've
what
never-
is it? Is it like a?
like an
I have-
Omegle.
what
Is it an Omegle type
I have
thing?
no idea what it is, but
Only
I've just
everyone
seen
has
it.
their dick out.
Like, who's ever clicked on the advert for porn before they watch actual porn?
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, actually, I'll go down this way."
Yeah.
yeah,
Here's another rabbit hole for you to go down. I just want to pull my wire and go to sleep.
yeah.
Get an ad blocker. I initially got it for the YouTube videos, but here it works for everything.
Here, have you a VPN yet?
Yeah, that's actually what I have.
That's a game changer.
Yeah. Netflix, American Netflix.
Oh, why?
Stop it.
I got HBO Max. Would you quit? It's basically illegal over here, fuck's sake.
I know. I have a. Oh, I'll not say it. I have an illegal Fire Stick. But don't lock me up.
What you wait? Between you and my man.
No,
we get
man.
fucking
Say no.
locked
I
up.
was only joking.
Convictions
Dirty
flying this one.
If you were, who sold you that? His ma? Lawbreaker?
That's Rebecca's side business.
Out the back of her illegal car.
Cody sticks.
If you guys were to start a band, who would be the lead singer and what would they be called? Now, Niall would sing, play guitar, drums.
Yes.
Can't.
Sax appeal.
You
Yeah.
got what?
I can't sing for shit.
No, but that
I've
doesn't
heard
matter
of it.
now because none of us can either.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you sing?
No.
I
here.
can't sing.
floor's open.
Yeah.
If I'm in a blackout state of drunk,
Yeah.
I might like put on a YouTube instrumental for a freestyle.
on a prayer. What would the band be called? Here, underqualified.
Yeah.
2 hills and a slice. 2 hills and a...
The meat feast. Steps. Get your steps in. What would they be called?
What's the worst cover band name you've ever heard? Like,
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh, I know one. I know one because I was looking for we're doing the cameo thing on Dirt Civil, and there's a guy.
What is that, by the way?
we're getting a random celebrity to give us a shout out for 50 episodes.
Yeah, but it works.
Mine's is fantastic.
And then you get to add in
For
whatever.
50 episodes?
Oh,
Yeah, so you get to add in whatever you want. The reason we're doing it is because we were going to do cameos anyway, and then it just happened to be the 50th episode. But Rod Stewart is on there. R-U-D Stewart. And I'm like, do you sound like Rod Stewart as well? Because it's a video message. So you're just going to look like Rod Stewart?
Sounds like something your dirty uncle give it a Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Have you seen... I was going to get Juicy J for the crack. That boss is 250 quid.
Is he? Nah, man, I wanted Sean Paul because he's like,
Stay fly.
yo, what's up to the business? Sean Paul, Dirt Civil.
Stay skint with that cunt's price.
299 ding for Sean Paul. May I say? Or Jay Sean, one of the two.
Very, very different guys.
Yeah, sorry, I think it's Sean Paul.
It better be Sean Paul for that money.
Sean Paul, I think it's Sean Paul.
Wagwan. Not a question, but can't help but think you and Tim look like a nice gay couple who have adopted a special needs child in that photo. In that photo specifically.
We bought you Supreme to.
Yeah. What's the foil? Let me see it real quick.
I'll show you in a minute.
It's the one with us.
scroll up
It's
for
the
about
one
an
that
hour.
we talked about last time.
Oh, yeah.
I think you look-
There's so many questions. I can't get over how many questions. Thoughts on Khabib? Never mind that.
Awful shame of him to go.
I hear.
Even though you've already sold out the SSE a few times, do you think you?
Of course, you read that one out. Even though we're
No,
already
because
sold out.
it heats up. Oh, because it gets me real fired up. This one. Do you think you and a few other NI comedians would ever do a run of shows together? Absolutely.
No, that ship sailed. That ship. First Ulster Hall. Like that was it.
That was the end.
That was it.
Honestly, like the rise it would cause with like money, it would be money because you'd be like, well, who's pulling in the most people? Because it's like, you know, you're not splitting the door to fucking open mic night here. Like,
Yeah.
it would get real ropey. People would fall out. Me.
I'm gonna start a comedy club in London. I think. Just get all the boys over and have drinks.
Yeah, that could
I
probably
think
be
that's
an
the
idea.
move.
Yeah, whenever you're allowed inside again.
Fuck these London.
We do it in the
comedians.
gaff, man.
Do it in the gaff.
We
Who-
definitely would have space for.
Here's a
extra
question for you: who did you used to row for?
I used to row for the uni, which is in Leeds, but then I moved to the city club then because the uni weren't very good. So I moved to the city club. So Leeds, pretty new rowing club to be fair.
Were you always one of the subs? What?
I'm more dominant, but actually, so that was a joke. But anyway, it didn't really hit.
A submissive rower.
No, I was in the top boat most of the years, to be fair, but not to blow my own trumpet here. But I was okay. I was good rower. Like.
There you go. Are you a small rower?
I would be small compared to like whenever you go down to like the British rowing centre, the doors are like that height because everyone's like 6'10".
Yeah.
Jesus.
And even the chairs are bigger. Like the table chairs are just like massive chairs because everyone's massive. And then like the cocks, Sweens, the little people that steer the boat, they have to get their own like furniture because they're so small.
What's the like? Say like a real tank of a lad. What position's he in a rowing boat?
Well, the middle's the engine, you see.
So that's where you get all the help.
What are you rowing for?
No, so in a
fucking engine in it?
In an 8, you would have the 2 at the front would be the best rhythm, 2 at the back would be the best technique, the 4 in the middle would be the strongest. That's
Just big workhorses.
Yeah.
I always wonder, like, does the fucking machine in any way transfer to the actual boat?
It's the most subjective way to, like, see how strong someone is, but I know a lot of people that are very strong on the row machine, but awful rowers.
Because it seems like
technique.
I was going to say there's a lot more technique involved.
And honestly, I would love to let you try like just sitting in a boat. Like the boat is like that wide. Say for example,
to keep your core like rock solid.
So like when you lift your blades off the water, you're going in, like you're falling in. It is extremely, like people see it on the Olympics and they think that's easy, but it is extremely technical. But once you get the technique down, you can just lay power lay power down. But there's a lot of things people don't know. Like a lot of people, like you steer the boat with your foot. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that there's actually shoes in the boat. You don't actually like you
get in barefoot.
You're strapped into the boat. Yeah, the shoes are in there. But to steer, so for example, I sat at the back. So if I wanted to go right, I would turn my toe to the right, and that was attached to the rudder. You know, a lot of people don't know. Just one foot.
rudder.
Yeah, 1 foot. That is if you didn't have a cox, who was the person that sat at the front and steered.
Yeah.
That was a coxless 4.
Oh, right.
Rowing knowledge, and then a cox 4. Different Olympic classes, but yeah.
I mean, surely you're just ply forward, a straight river.
No, but you see, we rode on a river that had loads of bends. If you're racing in a race, which is a man-made, like Eton Dorney, which is where the Olympics is a man-made rowing lake, like that's straight. But on a river that's full of like barge boats and stuff,
your man's fucking get the cocks out. Does the cock? Do you ever like be assigned a cock? Is that he's called a cox?
Cox, yeah.
And he turns up one day and he looks a wee bit heavy, and you're like, guys, fucking, I'm not pulling this cox along the day.
Yeah. I've had coxes that
I need a weird cox.
I've had coxes that have had to bring sandbags into the boat to hit weight. So if you're too light, you have to bring sandbags.
So you
in
can't
to make
like
up
you can't like teach a 6-year-old to be a cox.
No, a lot of them are like 13, 14.
Or a lot of them Asian.
Yeah, a lot of them are Asian.
I was just trying to think of like smaller people.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are.
Sometimes racism works.
Yeah,
what if you're like a little dwarf? Can you get a wee dwarf coxing at the front?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. They have to
I would be like, you working the system. I'd be like, guys, who lost their legs in the last year? I'd be like, who's the lightest around here?
And you'd probably get like a lot of PR from being like a
diverse team,
diverse,
inclusive.
You actually, this could be. Yeah, this
does a male team have to have like a male cox?
No. We had a girl.
Any old cox will do.
Well, we had a girl. Yeah, we had a girl.
That's what you do. You get a fucking like 90-pound girl. You know what I mean?
One of the guys in my boat is actually has been in a long-term relationship with our cox.
Oh, fuck.
Which is always a weird. It's always a weird environment. It's a weird environment. Yeah, it's a weird environment.
Dicking that cox.
But now they live happily together in Guernsey or somewhere. So they're sweet.
Wow. So what's like the way like
but the sexual tension in the boat wasn't good at the time.
Stereotypes were like rugby boys
like bent over the front of the boat. No, what do they shout?
What are they getting up to?
Pull it. Pull away.
Yeah.
The stereotypes with rugby boys is like lads.
No, you don't pull,
like,
you push.
You know what? Fuck this statement.
Sorry.
Stereotypes with boys like rugby boys is like lads.
Yeah.
Stereotypes of like fucking drama club as they're riding everyone. What's the stereotype for a rowers club?
Very privileged. Yeah. Privileged and white normally is the way it normally goes, because most clubs are like old school London historical, like it's like the Wimbledon
Yeah.
Like Henley is the same as Wimbledon. It's very posh. I walked into the posh bit at Henley, and they actually told me to turn around because I had my tie off. So that's what Henley is. Yeah.
Oh.
They get away with it, but because everyone's like that, so they can get away with it.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just rules, I guess. They get away because like this is the rules of our.
Did they call you like the fucking potty servant? You know, because you were like,
They thought I was serving the drinks, just walking around in a scrub like.
fetch me a Pimm's, you
Yeah.
Irish bastard. Fucking hell. Let me see if there's one last question. Why do you have this is the last question. Why do you have the poshest fans in comedy? 90% of your voice note confessionals sound like mummy and daddy fuss tron baby. Here, the ones I've listened to, no, they don't.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something.
It's usually some lad going, hey, he's running his fucking running up the arse anyway. And
Whoever said that, listen to one episode. We had a girl last week talked about a guy coming on a Bible.
Yeah, we did.
In fact, a little bit more trustful babies wouldn't go amiss in this podcast.
Yeah,
coming on
To
a
be honest,
Bible?
any trust fund babies that want to hop into the voice notes?
Coming
Go
on
ahead.
who came on about? Was this you?
No,
Who's coming on the Bible?
no. It was it wasn't it like a date story, first date story.
Yeah, this girl went out
Weird
with like an
first date
actual
story.
psychopath.
Yeah, and he got off by doing that.
Oh, it wasn't like an accident. He was like,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. He wasn't reading it and be like, oh wow.
or it wasn't like he whipped it out and it went all over the place.
No,
he was
no.
literally like going through all their books, like
Didn't he do it? He done
Bible.
it in a W.H. Smith, didn't he?
Yeah.
while she was there.
No,
Yeah.
no, he was like telling her a story to impress her. And like
Great
that's,
way to
that's the one
impress
you
the
pull out of the
ladies.
bank.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
And he
pulled
just
it
in
out
the
of the
Bible.
bank. Yeah, so that was. They're not. I don't think they're
Sometimes
trustful.
like King James have you feeling some type of way.
I was very uncomfortable at the time.
Yeah, you're like, my Lord and Savior. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that's not accurate at all.
No, it's not. It's not accurate.
So fuck you.
Yeah, Dan. Listen to more podcasts, you fucking ball bag. Cheers for signing up.
I used to be like, if someone said they even slightly hit fun, lose 2 weeks of sleep.
Look how low Geddis is.
Fuck up.
Look how low he is.
I'm fucking.
Just
I'm like a wee Asian woman cleaning dishes outside a fucking restaurant in Vietnam. I'm so low, man. They laugh at you when you do that. Like I can do a decent deep squat,
yeah.
and you do that in Vietnam.
You're
Like, you're like, "Ah!" As if they're like, we didn't know anyone past like wherever.
Yeah.
Thailand can squat at all.
Yeah.
We're like,
Your ankle mobility's solid there, like.
I'm not even down that low, really.
Here, well, impressive.
I mean, am I in pain? Yes, yes, it do look sore. My hips are fucked.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was watching one of those chiropractor. You know the way like that's that's a whole economy now. Is like they get some tiny wee girl who's like does porn, and then the dude's like 6'5". He's like, I'm here to adjust Ashley, and she's like folded right in half. And he's like, let me just fucking. And it's so like she's wearing like see-through leggings and all. You're like, I'm up half a chub here. You'd be up anyway.
Yeah.
I was watching that and the girl was what was her name? It was like CJ something. She was like an ex WWE woman,
Right.
and she's like, oh, I've got this hip. And she was whatever she was describing is like exactly how I feel sometimes.
Yeah.
She's like, if I sit too long, I have to like stretch my hip flexor, but the pain goes like round to the back of my top of my arsenal, and I'm like, that's exactly me, love. Only she's like full ripped, and I'm just like, I have the same issue.
You need to watch that. Sciatica could be on the way, I'm telling you.
Well, I don't know if I would feel it with the pain that's going on now.
I think with the doctors.
Stiff hand, sciatica, anything else around the day?
We should do like a joint trip to the doctor's one, see what the crack is.
Any ailments before we go?
No, I'm pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think I'm sweet.
Just lounging, man, getting them steps, getting your meals sent to
I'm
you.
loose, man, getting my meals sent. Having a good life.
I have, that's what the fuck. I'm fucked whenever we move. Like,
we're hoping.
I've been eating clean cut meals now for a year.
We're hoping that they deliver to London by the time we go.
Yeah.
Well, they might do.
No, I'm going straight to the chicken shops.
Are they
It's
vacuum
over.
packed? Hopefully, meet that girl who does the chicken shop dates.
Amelia?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Literally, one of my only goals in life is to get on that show
Yeah.
and meet her.
kiss her.
Yeah.
Yes.
You probably meet her outside the show too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang outside. Or the guy that does the chicken shop reviews.
I'm so stupid. Like it only works with like famous rappers who are probably getting the ride all the time.
Yeah.
But when she gets all half flirty, and I'll be like, "Oh, are we getting out of here?
Yeah. It's that dry
are we-
sarcasm.
You're like,
Yeah.
are we getting this to go or what? I'm not good at reading these situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the guy that does the chicken shop reviews.
Yeah.
He would be a great podcast
Connoisseur.
guest. Yeah. He looks about 12, but I feel like he's 27.
It's a girl.
What?
No, he's on about the
guy.
connoisseur. You know, crab check.
Yeah, crab check. It's a like little sort of transy girl who's a trans boy.
I don't know.
But that's what everyone was
If
like.
you're telling the truth or not.
The chicken connoisseur.
That was a fucking.
You can't be dropping this. You can't be dropping this.
Because everyone's like, you know, they're like, oh, you know the chicken, the chicken connoisseur. No way, you're like, you're like
Get up an article quick.
The chicken connoisseur, like, oh, apparently he's actually like 30 or something.
Yeah, I
and
know
they're like,
he's
yeah,
old.
but it's because it's a girl, like all buoyed up.
Oh, come on.
What a win for the LGBTQ community.
No, but come on.
That is huge.
See,
He wears good craps. Good craps.
Oh, the craps are on point.
No, this fucked me up, honestly.
Yeah, I'm actually.
There's not the thing against
For the
it.
first time this whole podcast, I'm not bullshit.
I'm a bit taken aback. That's actually mad.
Now, speaking of taking it back, can you ring a chiropractor and we'll end this podcast? Let's get out of here. Honestly, you might need to pull me up. And I want to go home and watch the rugby. You know what I mean? Get stuck into these English cunts. You don't know where you're fucking. Yeah. We're fucking rowing for 45 minutes there. Jesus Christ. Cheers for coming on, boys.
Here, absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Check out the podcast. It's called Dirt Civil.
I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you guys.
Love you all.
He's away.
He's going to check if that gender.
Yeah, that has fucked me up, Jen.
There's no such thing. Right. See you.
I won't get us. What? Won't get us.
No such thing as gender. Yeah, women don't get stabbed in the streets by men because there's no gender. Violence against women or nothing. What is it?
Yeah.
Violence against nobody. Violence
Violence is violence. Because it rhymes.
Yes.
Violence against they. They are, theys are violent.
Yes.
Cut that last bit out. Anyway, we'll see you. See you next week or whatever. Cheers.
Good luck.
Yeah. All the best.